Long ago, in a village where stars whispered to flowers and moonlight painted the rooftops, there stood a small workshop filled with glowing lanterns of every size and shape. They twinkled like jewels, waiting for the yearly Festival of Lights. But in the very back of the shelf, tucked between a silver torch and a sparkling globe, sat the littlest lantern of them all. Her name was Luma. Luma didn't glow very brightly. In fact, she flickered shyly and sometimes went out with a sneeze. "I'll never be chosen for the festival," she sighed, watching the bigger lanterns puff with pride. But little did Luma know, the stars had a different plan.
Every lantern in the shop was excited. The Festival of Lights was in 3 days, when all the lanterns would be floated into the sky to light the paths of dreams. The biggest, brightest ones would fly the highest, guiding wishes to the stars. Luma listened as Glorix, a giant golden lantern, boasted to the others.
"I'll soar past the clouds. The stars will blink just to see me,"
he hummed. Luma quietly tested her flicker, but it barely glowed. She turned to an older oil lantern named Winka. "Why don't I shine like them?" she asked. Winka smiled kindly. "Your light is different, dear, and sometimes different is exactly what the world needs." That night, as the village slept and the lantern shop was dark, a strange sound echoed across the hills. A soft whoosh, then a shimmering boom. A star had fallen from the sky. Not just any star, a midnight star, rare and magical, known to carry forgotten wishes and secret dreams. It crashed into the forest just beyond the village. Back in the shop, Luma's flame blinked awake. She felt pulled, like a whisper calling her. Without a second thought, she rolled off the shelf, bounced onto a pillow, and slipped through the doggy door. Her adventure had begun. The forest shimmered with silver mist. Fireflies lit the path like fairy lanterns. Luma hopped between glowing mushrooms and moonlit rocks, her tiny light barely bright enough to see. Suddenly, crack! A bramble snapped, and she tumbled into a patch of tangled vines. "Oof! I'm too small for this," she cried. "Or just the right size," said a deep rumble. From the trees appeared a large turtle wearing a cape of moss and stars. It was Grumbel the forest guide.
"You're a brave little glow, aren't you?"
"You're looking for the fallen star, aren't you?" Luma nodded. "Then follow me, but be brave. Midnight stars only reveal themselves to those with true light." Deep in a glowing clearing, they found it. The midnight star, cracked and fading. "Its wish energy is vanishing," Grumbel warned. "It needs light, not any light. Honest, kind, gentle light." Luma looked at the bigger lanterns. Their light would be so much stronger. But she was the one who came. She was here. With trembling hope, Luma floated toward the star and whispered,
"You're not alone. I'll share my light with you."
She flickered gently, then glowed, then shimmered. The midnight star pulsed with light, brighter and brighter until whoosh! It rose again, glowing with new life, filled by Luma's soft and steady light. Grumbel smiled.
"She shines not the brightest, but the truest."
The next night, during the Festival of Lights, as all the big lanterns soared above the village, people gasped and pointed. "Look, that little one! She's flying with a star!" There in the sky flew Luma, beside the midnight star, lighting up the clouds with her soft silver glow. No one had ever seen anything like it. From that day forward, no lantern was ever called too small or too dim. The village told stories of Luma the Brave, who glowed when it mattered most. And some say, if you look up on a clear night, you might still see her flying beside the stars, guiding lost dreams home. Moral of the story: Even the smallest light can shine the brightest when it's filled with kindness and courage.
Miniatures Planet.